words to introduce him, and it's certainly my honor to introduce our next Lieutenant Governor. Tony and I were first elected 9 years ago, and I could tell from the very beginning that Tony had a very special talent that was probably unmatched on the county commissioners. We know he's intelligent, between being a pharmacist and an attorney. We found out that he was driven, being a former race car driver champion, and recognizing that Tony would put you into the wall if you didn't agree with him. That he was an entrepreneur. I mean, a small business owner that started several businesses, including Blue Ridge Pharmacy across from Rex Hospital, and that he was conservative. And I like to say that if you're to the right of Tony Gurley, you're out of bounds. Tony has exceeded not only my expectations, but I'd say the 900,000 citizens of Wake County's expectations for him. 3 times he has been elected chairman of the Wake County Board of Commissioners to show his leadership. He spearheaded the largest school bond issue ever passed in the history of North Carolina, $970 million, to build the needed facilities that we have because of the growth here in Wake County for our schools. He championed a program called Wake Watch, which is Wake Accountability Tax Check. That means that each and every one of you can go to the WakeGov site and look at our whole budget, look at everything that's spent. So when we're hearing about transforming government, we're hearing about accountability, Tony Gurley has done that on the local level. That was recognized and in fact was awarded major awards on the statewide as well as the national level as best practices to the type of transparency that we expect in our government. Tony is also, he's compassionate. Where the state has failed on mental health reform, Tony led those efforts in opening Wake Brook to help persons that are dealing with mental illness. And in fact, NAMI Wake County recognized Tony Gurley this past year as the elected official of the year in terms of his efforts that he made to help persons that are dealing with mental illness. He prioritizes services, and additionally, I think he's going around the state and volunteering his pharmacy expertise to help with the program as well. It's clear, and I don't see your family here, Tony. I was going to talk about how much you love them and how you. Is it vice versa? I mean,
sister-in-law.
Okay, sister-in-law. Well, that's good, but
they don't know me as well as the regular.
Tony, he loves God. He loves his God. He loves his family with Robin and Robert and Michael. He loves public service. Much like Sheriff Harrison always says, I love my job. Tony Gurley loves public service. And he's been traveling the state working real hard to be our next Lieutenant Governor. And somehow he is convinced Pat McCrory, who many of us think that will be our next governor, that he'll work well with Pat. And he'll help him implement a lot of things, and he will be a great lieutenant governor and do what lieutenant governors are supposed to do. But he's convinced, Pat, that Tony's running for lieutenant governor. And Tony, the nice thing about that is that we do want somebody that has led, has governed, has been an entrepreneur, has conservative values, will be a great lieutenant governor, but you also want someone that, if something were to happen to our governor, has the ability to step in and lead our state. Tony Gurley has that ability. That's certainly something that I think each and every one of us in this room have seen, and that's the reason we're here. It's my great honor to introduce our next Lieutenant Governor, with your help, Lieutenant Governor Tony Gurley. Thank you.